Hello and Namaste from Mumbai, bonjour, and I'm going to talk to you about interesting remedy which is emerging as one of the important remedies for the current status, few suspected cases, and how we can deal with um, the initial symptoms when patients come to see you with the problem of fever and chills, and definitely we need to get investigated. But what can we do as homeopaths, and which are the frontline remedies which are coming? And the more I'm studying about the cases from everyone, and even in India and in Europe and in other countries, it looks like China arts is emerging as a very important remedy. It's interesting that the Ayush spoke as arsenic as the main remedy, and that's why it's interesting that China arts comes through as a very important remedy. I'm just showing you a repertory sheet from my last case, which I just did recently. And what are the main features of China arts? Let's have a look, which I want to share with you. Okay, let's see. So if you open Chininum arts, let's have a look. I'm going to take you through a little bit from the Materia Medica, then to a repertory. China arts has symptoms of China and arts, which means there is weakness, periodicity, and arsenic-like respiratory symptoms. We should think of this remedy whenever everything is like China, but weakness is more. The weakness, there is no hunger at all. This is how you differentiate China and China's, because China always feel hungry. The fever keeps on going up and down. There's a lot of acidity and loose stools and sleeplessness and a headache like belladonna. What are the main symptoms? I'm going to tell you so important symptoms that you will be able to pick up China arts in the initial stage, which I believe will be a very important remedy, because now you're reading it everywhere that even the corona positive cases, which are kind of getting better, at some point can again get uh, immune system being low, can pick up more infections. So homeopathy is a frontline treatment for this. We can build immune system of patients. We have to increase our skill levels anyhow. We have to do something to increase our skill levels. So what are the important symptoms? Let me show you. China arts has extreme aversion to people. You can see that on the screen. China arts has a total negative state. Despair of chill, despair of heat, total discontentment, and like bryonia, extreme aversion to being disturbed. Most of them will have many scary dreams, dreams of death, dreams of fright, lot of fears, but especially fear of disease, as if something bad will happen. Also, I want to tell you, post fever, they have an indifference fever after. Interesting. Loathing of life. So you are understanding the whole pattern of Chininum arts here. There is restlessness like arsenic, along with respiratory complaints. One very important phenomena which I want to tell you, there's a lot of moaning during chill, moaning during fever. Interesting. Quite desire to be. I'm telling you all this very important symptom, because China arts is not a remedy you will pick up so easily. And I want us to really go to the next level. Um, what else? Chills, let's study the chills of China arts. Chilliness is there, definitely. But it's more when they think about it. So, and that's why there is an emotional state of mind connected to the chills. Better by warmth, better by in warm room. There's a lot of chilliness, remember, in Chininamars. What about fever? Fever is continued fever, but there is a lot of ache and succession of chill followed by heat, followed by sweat. A lot of history of tuberculosis. And what about sweat? Debilitating sweat, staining sweat without relief. Let's go to the cough. Let's see the symptoms of cough. It's a short, painful, suffocative cough. The painful cough is more eupatorium and bryonia. Let's see with coryza if we can see anything in the nose. Let's see. So better by open air, and coryza with asthma. So asthma also China horse would be important remedy. Let's study asthma. So that's why even in old people, China horse would be important. Asthmatic periodical, better by open air, better by sitting erect like arsenic. And I think it would be a very important remedy in India and in Europe. Frontline remedy in cases of chills with initial symptom. When symptom indicate, think about China horse. I want you to look at cases, study it, and let's do our best.